They want you to.
We have a Twitter post of yours.
Oh no! Don't do that.
If you're able to pull it up, Nick. Did I wait? Scroll up, Nick. Scroll up.
Oh wow.
Did I write this? Why do all boys get so boring after like 2 weeks? Why do they do that?
I'm adding to the lore of that joke, you know.
Oh, Nick, did we close out her other tweet about the at the club talking to other people's?
Oh my God, there's a lot of bad
Did we
stuff on my
close-
Twitter. Or non-traditional.
We're gonna have.
things on my Twitter.
We're gonna
Yeah,
have
like
fun
at
with
the
your
bar.
Twitter.
How do I tell men I think you meant flirting with, right? Flinging
Basically,
with?
I say flinging.
Oh, which means flirting, right?
Yeah.
Okay. At the bar that I want to go explore the room and flirt with strangers a little, and I'll BRB.
I stand by this.
Truthfully, like if I was trying to talk to a girl in the bar, I mean, obviously we're not dating, you're not committed to me, but if like I was talking to you and then I see you like you want to leave to talk to other men, like that's a wrap. I'm not going to talk to you again.
We have established that we would not work. This is just like
No, but I'm saying in general,
but
like
again, that's a cake and eat it too moment. It's like you want everything else, and then then
mic.
you're. Oh, sorry. It's a cake and eat it too moment. It's you want that guy, but you want that guy to be okay with you going around.
I
and
don't really
talking.
want him to be okay with it. If he's not okay with it and I mention it to him and he's like, oh, not really my vibe, I'll be like, okay.
why would you if you're
I'm gonna go though. Yeah.
Why would any guy be okay?
Because I was in Asia, and I went to this like bar with this guy, and he was just like really all over me, and I wasn't feeling him that hard, and so I was like, okay, I want to like enjoy this party and meet other people. I don't want to be like attached at the hip to this person I don't really know that well, you know?
Sure.
Like we're not that close. We're not flinging like that. So like, I'm gonna go look around, have fun for a while, talk to some people, get a drink. You know?
Did you show up with him?
Yeah.
Wait, you went to the bar with him?
Mm-hmm.
What was the context?
There was like, it's like an island that you can get to like each side by like in like 8 minutes in Thailand.
Koh Phi Phi?
Koh Tao. Yeah, and so you just like run into the same people all the time. So like I didn't really like know him like that.
Was it
but
a
we were
date?
kind of
Did you guys organize to go to the bar together?
I mean, we organized to go to the bar together.
was a
But I don't know
date.
if I would.
So-
call it a
Wait,
date.
but you hold on. But wait. Let's
It
just.
didn't feel like a date because obviously it's just like some traveling
How did
guy
you
that
meet
wants
him?
to hang out with a hot girl.
How did you meet him?
I think I met him on the beach because I would go to this beach bar all the time and
Okay.
I'd just hang out with the bartender there. 'Cause he's
So it
really
wasn't
cool.
a dating app. It was you met him on the beach.
Yeah, for sure.
And he asked. Was the subtext kind of he was romantically interested in you?
Oh, for sure.
Had you guys already hooked up?
No, we're kissing.
Wait, hold on. You'd already kissed. You'd already kissed him.
We were kissing in the bar.
Okay. So was this
Not gonna go
before?
well.
Was this you kissed him? Wait, you kissed him and then you wanted to go flirt with other men?
Yes.
You kissed him at the
Well-
bar that you wanted to go and flirt with the other men at?
Well, once you
Yeah,
establish.
because like I was just realizing through that hangout
Yep.
that I was just not feeling this
Energy
guy
and-
as much as he was
Energy
feeling.
and
Was
sort of
this-
vibes and that
Yeah,
sort of thing.
like
yeah.
he was like
Yeah,
attaching
right.
at the hips, following me around,
Yeah.
and like we were like a huge group of our friends
Yeah.
too from that island.
So the chakras
And
just weren't aligning, and the energy and the vibes, and you wanted to just sort of be
The energy
happy
and the vibes were-
yeah,
But
yeah,
but
so-
when
Yeah,
that
for
happened, did you
sure.
establish that you were no longer interested and that you were going to go talk to other
that's
people?
what that post is about. How do I mention to the guy that I'm flinging with that I'm
but
gonna go
did
do
you?
this?
I'm
Oh,
asking,
fling.
but did you?
I'm a great
flinging
communicator.
what? Flinging. I thought you misspelled like you meant flirting, but this was a fling. You were
It
flinging.
was a fling. I was flinging.
Had you? But you said you hadn't hooked up with him yet.
No, other than just kissing in the bar that
To be
night.
honest, that seems a little bit malicious.
Oh well.
Oh. What do you have to
mean-
say about that? Huh?
I mean, that's why I try to have good communication like that, because like that might be hurtful because I have these intentions for myself and my night. But I try to, as quickly as I can, figure out that I feel that way. Like, oh, this guy was cute and we were having fun at that bar this morning, but now that we're out here, I'm not feeling it. I'm gonna move on, and I'm gonna tell him that. I'm not gonna like just leave him and be like, "Fuck you." And if you want to be,
Essentially, that's what you did, though, right?
I mean, what should I just like never like ghost him? You know, you have to.
I
own
think you
up
probably
and be-
should have. I think you probably should have been like, oh, I'm just going to go back home. Thanks, I've had a good night, but I'm not feeling so well, or something like that, and just maybe leave the bar rather than just like
Keep
like
hanging out,
him
trying to
watching
sleep
you
with
go
other
and.
people.
We were
sit
out
up,
with a
like-
group of friends.
Sounds like you're trying to incite a little bit of jealousy, maybe.
Well, I hope not, but I guess people are more jealous than I am, and so I can admit maybe I can unintentionally hurt people's feelings in the way that I interact with the world.
If I had just
That's
made
unfortunate.
out with a girl and I saw her go off and flirt with a bunch of other dudes at the bar, yeah, I'd feel a certain type of way
You're
about
not
that.
my future boyfriend.
That I'm not. That's
be anybody.
that's cool.
my
There's-
future
Guy, girl,
boyfriend. We're gonna
anyone.
go out late nights.
As long as you're happy.
We're gonna
that's all
pretend like we
that
don't know each other. I'm gonna sit across the bar with my drink,
You're gonna have a.
and I'm gonna watch him
You're gonna
flirt
have-
with women.
You see, I think it comes out after. So I'm always a little bit
All right.
suspicious
Okay.
of the
Right?
of the like the everything's all love, lovey-dovey, you know,
What?
all peace and energy and love types. Because at the end of the day, that's quite mean what you did there, don't you think?
Well, I don't think any person is perfect, and I think I try my best to lead.
Seems like you
with-
kind of enjoyed it a little bit.
I don't
Get
enjoy
off on
hurting
it?
someone. Of course not.
Does it-
But I do feel like maybe because I'm young, I am selfish, and I will recognize that. And so what I wanted to do that night was in the moment more important than maybe being like, I'll go home and not hurt this person. Did I set out to hurt them? No. I don't think a lot of people set
More
out to
interesting
hurt
question.
people.
At what point did he lose your respect? Because there's a moment there.
Did he
there's
lose my
I can
respect?
tell that there's an ick moment there. What was it?
Did he lose my respect?
Yeah. He lost your respect at some point.
I really don't like when guys lead primarily with sex. And so it was very physical, and I wanted, because like I'm a sexual person and I'm happy to have sex, and I also value people that will like kind of do more of that fun dance of like getting to know each other, see how we
You
like,
wanted a
work
little bit
with
more
each
mystery.
other.
He killed the mystery straight away. You had nothing to long for anymore. So
Not mystery. Again, like that's exactly the opposite of what I want. I want more genuine human connection, and I felt it was a little bit just too like I'm on a trip, you're hot, I'm hot, let's do this, and I'm like that's not what I'm looking for.
Were you a
That's
little,
not what I
were you a
want.
little bit resentful of
what
of
were
that?
you looking for though?
There's fun little like balled up moments of human connection where I'm like, wow, you are such a cool person, and I really enjoy your company, and this is what a great night we're
Peace and
having.
love and kumbaya.
But no sex.
Okay, you're like
Wait.
you're doing a bit.
Wait,
Yeah,
can
yeah,
you scoot,
well, I mean-
scoot your mic? Scoot
But
your
like,
mic?
but there's a what I'm trying to get at though is there's a point where this guy's lost your respect,
I don't care.
and then
Fuck
exactly
that
you don't
guy.
care, and then you've gone and like done this, and it seems like there was a moment where you kind of were a little bit resentful of him, and you wanted to.
Was it
maybe-
when he was
No,
all
I'm not
over
trying
you?
She
to
said he
hurt
was
him.
too sex forward.
Yeah.
He was too sex
He was
forward.
too one track minded.
I don't want to fuck you
Yeah.
or hang out with you anymore because this is not what I'm looking for. Peace, love, have a good night. I'm not resentful.
But was he
Okay.
touching you? Was he making out with you too aggressively? Was he
you
doing
can just tell, like, you're a
things?
woman. You know when like
Wait,
you're
but
on a date with a
I'm
man
so confused.
and like,
Here's what I'm confused about.
oy oy oy.
In the context of you traveling, what exactly, like, what is on the table besides a short-term casual sexual encounter? Because, like, if I'm traveling, and I mean, if you are traveling, long-term relationship is kind of off the table.
I'm
you're
not
both,
looking for a
you're both.
long-term relationship.
What's that?
I'm not looking for a long-term relationship.
Exactly, but so why would you be upset in a context where it would make sense where the only thing on the table is a short-term casual encounter that's what he was pursuing? Because even you say you don't, hold on, let me finish.
Okay.
You even said you're not looking for a long-term thing.
Yeah.
When people are traveling, like if some girl is in town here and she's in town for a week, she's probably not looking for a long-term thing because just the context makes it nearly impossible because she's going back 500,
But you can still
1,000
care
miles.
about people. Like if this guy's just like trying to fuck me, he's not asking about me. He's not interested in like,
So
like
you-
vibing with me outside of just like kissing, like touching, all this. And girls, you guys know that if you go on a date with someone,
I mean, you want-
where
So
like they have different motives than what you want. So I'm fine with short-term relationships, short-term.
But you want them
like-
to pretend like they care about you?
So I'm confused.
Well, if they don't care about me like he didn't, then I don't want you to pretend. I want
So
to
you
just be
wanna-
like, peace,
No,
love, bye.
But do
Enjoy your.
do you want a guy to care, like to care about, like you want
I
want
have to
him to
find
act,
people like
hold on.
me,
You want
know?
him to act as if he would pursue a long-term relationship with you,
No.
even though the subtext is we're not going to be in a long-term relationship.
No.
The only thing is
You're
short-term casual
misunderstanding
sex.
what I'm saying because I want small like bubbles of like experiencing people. I want to know like all about you. I want to know
Why?
who you
But if it's a
are.
short-term casual sexual encounter, what would be the purpose of getting this deep connection with someone for a
Because
short-term?
I love people. Because I love experiencing and finding out. Again, my whole point of love or life is love and to be loved. And so the point is not just to fuck. The point is to experience
So the
what's
one time-
amazing about you.
Okay.
What I don't understand is the one time she's saying she actually doesn't just want to go and sleep with someone is when you guys are confused. So at once in this conversation, she's actually saying my motive was not to sleep with this
There's
person,
absolutely
and their
zero
motive was
confusion
to
on my
only-
end that she doesn't want to sleep with anyone. That's
I
not the
knew my
confusion.
dating style would be a little
Confusion for me
different.
was the motive that ended up making you want to go and flirt with other guys in front of
Yeah.
this person who
I
you've
just
just been
wasn't into
kissing.
him.
Because to me, that's just like kind of a mean thing to do. And I was just kind of trying to get to the bottom
Yeah.
of what he
That's
did
fair.
that pissed you off, that made you want to go do that in front of him. Because females can be very vicious like that. If
didn't mean
if they get
to be
pissed off by
vicious.
something, then they will go and do something to really like
I
hurt
didn't mean
that
to be
guy.
vicious, and I didn't set out to hurt him. I did not know this man enough to consider that
Yeah.
that would be a big deal. And in retrospect, that probably could have hurt him, and that sucks. I don't want to do that to people. So
For example, like I don't get if a girl's on a dating app and she's like, "Oh, I'm in town in Santa Barbara for a week or for the weekend," and they're like actively looking to meet up with a guy. Now I get it. There's some girls who like want the fucking tour guide because that's weird. But it's like, why would you be on a dating app while you're traveling, and I'm not saying, I don't know if you were on the dating app, but I've encountered this where the girl's like, "Hey, I'm in town for a week. I want to meet up with a dude. You're going back to New York in 3 days." My assumption there is you want a short-term sexual encounter. But I had an experience with a girl. Granted, she might have just not been interested, but met up for a date, and she's in town for 4 days. And I'm like, okay, this is just, she wants a hookup. And then we're at the bar. I'm not like, we met up for a drink or something. And I was like, we hung out. We were actually having a very pleasant conversation. And I'm like, "Hey, do you want to go back to my place?" And she's like, "I don't do that on the first date." I'm like, "Bro, you're in town for 2 days. What the fuck?" Like, I mean, it's fine. It's cool. But I'm like,
well, you're just making
we don't have
assumptions
time
about
for
her
for a
intentions.
second date. Like, hello?
Yeah, I acknowledge that my dating style is non-traditional, which is why like I put that in my application. That not a lot of people set out to date people for what I set out to date people for. So
I don't really necessarily have a problem with your dating style. The thing I have a problem with is the whole like, I just love people. It's like, did you love that guy when you did that?
Boom, roasted.
I think
Sorry.
I like set as much as I can on that. Like people are imperfect,
Yeah.
and being young and selfish, you do things that you're not always like, "Oh, that's awesome." Like, yeah, like I don't mean to hurt this person that I met that day,
Yeah.
and I could have, and that sucks. And I don't want that.
The ill
So-
intention wasn't there.
Fair
The
enough.
intention
I
wasn't
would just
there.
avoid the whole like, I just love that language is just grinds me.
I will not.
Gredneck donated $99. She wants to break the heart of men if she wants to get to know them and does this crap. She's a psychopath. Mrs. Mars Noir, I predict your future for you. You hit the wall at probably 30. No guy that you want wants you, and you will die alone.
Wow.
You need Jesus.
Ouch.
Damn.
Do you have a response to Gredneck?
I mean, again, just kind of off of what I've been saying.
The
like,
nunnery is an option.
I know my intention. I know the people that I date are down for what I got on the table, what I'm throwing. You know, they can swing it. So I don't
Word.
feel offended by people being like, "You're gonna die alone" because I don't like how you do things. And it's like, okay, sorry. What do you want from me? I'm growing. I'm learning. I'm dating. I'm young and I'm single, and so I'm